Firefighters were on the scene of a house fire close to Algoma Steel on Queen Street West last night. While most of the flames appeared to be extinguished at the time this video was taken at least, firefighters continued to work on hot spots and ventilate smoke from the premise. Smoke could be seen coming from the attic and soffit vents, although witnesses reported that the cause of the blaze is believed to be electrical in nature, originating in the rear of the main floor of the house. The official cause is currently under investigation. The road was closed to traffic, and access to and from the Algoma Steel Gate was limited to West Street via Albert or Cathcart Streets. The Greyhounds, fresh off their most recent 5-game road stand, returned home last night to take on the Flint Firebirds in the second half of a home-and-home. The Hounds doused the Firebirds 7-2. Algoma Manitoulin NDP MPP Michael Mantha said that the short operating hours of Service Ontario and drive test locations throughout the north are making it difficult for families and businesses to get the services that they need. In the legislature yesterday, Mantha said the Service Ontario location in Wawa is only open 4 hours a day, 4 days a week, and within that short time, residents often wait an hour to get basic services. Mantha said that these long waits hurt northern businesses and frustrate families. For businesses like power sports dealerships that rely on licensing before finalizing transitions, the situation is even worse. Customers are forced to make 2 trips to the dealership to finalize a purchase. Mantha said that Northerners should not be forced to settle for fewer government services just because of where they live and do business. Mantha also talked about how people from Wawa and Chapleau are forced to wait months to book a drive test. Then, after waiting for months, they arrive for their appointment only to be told that there are no staff members available to conduct exams for special DZ licenses. They're needed to drive vehicles like dump trucks, cement trucks, garbage trucks, rescue and fire trucks, as well as snowplows. Premier Doug Ford is facing criticism from both opposition parties after a $6.7 billion deal for Hydro One to acquire an American company was quashed. U.S. regulators said they would not allow Ontario's largest utility to buy Avista for fear the provincial government, Hydro One's largest shareholder by the way, might meddle in the utility's operations. The regulators cited Ford's move to force the Hydro One chief executive to retire as proof that the province was willing to intervene in business operations. Mayo Schmidt's early retirement was quickly followed by the resignation of the utility's entire board, as well as downgrades and lower values of Hydro One and Avista shares. Late yesterday, legislators from both the opposition NDP and the former governing Liberals blamed Ford's Progressive Conservatives for the deal falling through. A spokesperson for Energy Minister Greg Rickford defended the government's decision to make changes to Hydro One's executive, saying it was done in the interest of all Ontarians. A Toronto police officer who shot a teenager on an empty streetcar 5 years ago now finds out today if Canada's top court will hear his case. A jury acquitted Constable James Forcillo of the second-degree murder of 18-year-old Sammy Yatim in 2016. However, jurors convicted him of attempted murder related to a second volley of bullets he fired after Yatim was down and dying. Forcillo's lawyers argue the first and second volleys were artificially divided into discrete events. They are also contesting Forcillo's initial 6-year sentence, which was a year longer than the mandatory minimum. Bystander video of the shooting sparked widespread public outrage. Conservative MP Candice Bergen says recent comments the Prime Minister made at a panel in Argentina are, quote, an insult to Canada's construction workers. Justin Trudeau says he will continue to help ensure safe workplaces for all Canadians.
It's unbelievable to watch this Prime Minister refuse to acknowledge that his arrogant and self-righteous comments are an insult to tens of thousands of Canadians who work in construction in our communities across the country. He sits on his high horse and with innuendo and stereotype throws stones at these good men and women. Mr. Speaker, I want to invite the Prime Minister to apologize. Will he stand in his place, do the right thing, and apologize to construction workers across the country?
The right honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, once again, the divisive rhetoric and attacks from the Conservatives serve to undermine the important work that is being done in communities right across this country to strengthen our resilience, to support everyone, and to make sure that everyone has safe work environments and a positive path to walk on and to live. These are the kinds of things we're going to continue working on, and we are going to continue to recognize the hard work that continues to need to do to make sure that every Canadian can contribute to building a stronger economy.